ring. Come on. Bum, 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 bum. There we are. Okay. Come on. Okay. Do that. All right. I think we're ready.
Killer.
All right. Here I go. I really get into it. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, y'all. It's Rachel.
And Eddie.
This is my so-called mess. Welcome to it. And I know it's been a little bit.
I
Eddie,
forgot how to do this.
I know. Eddie, do you have new bangs?
Um, well, what happens with bangs is they grow out and
Yeah.
then you don't realize it and they get too long and then you have to trim them back. But I trimmed them back about um a while ago. So they're not new.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of a new thing for this year. I feel like bangs are coming back.
Gotcha. I can't do bangs.
You could try.
No. Nope. It's too much of a commitment. I do like somewhere I have like a long, that was shorter at one point. I had one time that was like a little short, but
Yeah,
no.
I don't know how much I love it, but it's what's happening right now.
How have you been?
I've been all right. It's been like kind of busy. I think we're all interested to hear about your move, but I'll tell you what happened this week.
Okay.
Um, my daughter graduated from fifth grade
Oh my
and they had a
gosh.
ceremony. Um,
Middle school.
we went, this is last week, but we went to a public pool and got reprimanded, or not a public pool, a private pool and got reprimanded. Did I tell you about that?
Did you go to Townie Pool?
This is New Townie Pool. It's Westgate.
Oh, there's a new Townie Pool.
Yeah, and then our water heater broke, and so that's just been kind of consuming things.
Do you hear the fire trucks?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I finally got it all squared away. They did this big like commencement ceremony yesterday, and they're like, "You are done with school," and we were like, "Wait, do they not go back?" But I sent her back today. Like, there's school till Friday, so I guess.
I guess they go on. Yeah. Oh, it's right. When is high school? I got a call. Shit, I just realized my friend's daughter's graduating this week, I guess.
Friday's the last day for
Okay. I need to
mm, high school might be done today, actually.
okay, I need to check in with thank you for that reminder. I mean, I knew it in my head, but then like it was still this like you know.
They might be done yesterday, actually.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Pointing backwards to Wednesday.
And if you happen to be on YouTube or look at our YouTube channel, you can see Eddie pointing
Mhm.
backwards. It almost looks like he's shoveling. Maybe that's the opposite of shoveling. I don't even know. I don't shovel.
So how was the move? What was that like?
Okay. So, bum 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 the move. Day of the move. That was a couple weeks ago now. Um, of course, I decided for some reason I have to move on this on May 1st. It has to be May 1st. There was no like, I didn't have to pick up my keys on May 1st. I just in my head decided that's what I was told. That wasn't
Hmm.
true. Had I moved on May 2nd on a Saturday, my cousins, or at least one of them, probably could have helped me a little more like once I got here. But the movers came. They were amazing. Of course, I didn't think they were going to show up. Um, but it happened to be a super stormy day.
Super stormy, like hurricane
Not quite a
or
hurricane, but just really heavy rain.
yeah.
Really heavy rain. So my stuff had to get moved as it was raining, put in the truck. And then, of course, because I'm a little anxious, in case y'all didn't know that about me, I can be a little anxious. Shocker. My next anxiety was wait, We're upstairs. They're loading the truck and then going back upstairs. Do I need to stand down there and make sure no one steals all my stuff? Could not focus. And then I thought about like, is this what people do? They just let their stuff sit in an open truck. They don't open and close it every time.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes with regards to stuff left in the back of a pickup truck.
Mm.
Like like if it's a ladder, you gotta be like a really specific person to steal a ladder.
But like people
But
would steal a ladder. You could sell a ladder
yeah,
because
you could steal a ladder. I feel like we've got this like city mentality. Here though, no one's gonna steal a ladder because everyone already has a ladder.
but I was thinking
And
like
sometimes I'm like, man, my ladder, it's gonna get stolen, but it's like I'm just crazy because that's what people would do in a
I'm
city.
just thinking like I could steal a ladder. And that, I'm especially thinking if I didn't live here anymore. I mean if I lived back in the other place, like sell it so then somebody could use the ladder against my building to climb into and rob my floor.
Well, you take it a little bit farther than I would take it. Um,
Everything goes back to robbing something.
but I do, yeah, I often think like if I leave the truck for a second, or if I leave something outside overnight, I'm like, well, that thing's gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm
And
thinking
it's,
about it. I'm like, I had bags, like these zippered bags of clothes, which would have been easy to like steal ish. And like, there was a notable homeless population in my area and behind my apartment sometimes. So, I was a little worried. But then I'm like, you know what? If it
we
gets stolen, I'll
we went
file.
into the forest. It's not really the forest. There's like a trail through the woods that kind of
Yeah.
are next to our property. And we biked down there with our bikes, me and my kids. And then we left the bikes next to a tree, and I'm like, should I lock these bikes up?
Yeah.
We're just on a trail, like no one else is out there. And then I was like, who could steal three whole bikes? And I was like, well, they probably just steal my bike. I'm
Yeah.
thinking all of this while I'm
I,
supposed to be like having a good time.
I know it's so crazy how our minds can do that so quickly. My stuff did, spoiler alert, nothing got stolen. Or if it did, it's something I guess I never needed because I don't realize it got stolen. So
I
we're
can't
good.
wait until you're like looking for that like uh special hair crimper tool and you're
Yep.
like, ah,
Definitely the
it
hair
got
crimper.
stolen.
Yep. It'd be like the one thing. It'd be like they actually went through my bag and just took the crimper.
But then you'll find it like a few minutes later. But I think that's going to be your go-to for a while.
I like to think because I got rid of like 7 bags or more of clothes and stuff. And I'm like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I have nothing. Where did everything go?" So in my head, I'm pretending. For a moment, I pretended that a bag got stolen because it wasn't my
Yeah,
fault that I got rid of stuff.
all
But
of your University of Texas t-shirts got stolen.
don't have those. Oh, but I do have a really obnoxiously big, it's really a regular sized outside doormat, but apparently everyone on my floor has small doormats. I just bought a doormat. I didn't know you had to measure a doormat. I didn't know they came in sizes. And so I have this enormous doormat. It's again regular sized, but looks enormous compared to everyone else's with a big G in Georgia on it. So I'm that person. But so okay, my stuff gets packed up. I leave. Fucking the rain. I could barely see. Part of me was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to turn around and like call the apartment complex and see if they'll open the door and just let them drop off stuff because I'm not doing this drive today. I couldn't see past my windshield wiper. Part of the time I couldn't pass my windshield. Part of the time I could barely see my windshield.
Yeah, that's funny. I've driven in that too, and somehow you just keep driving. I don't know how that
Yeah.
works.
I don't either. And there were people speeding by me, and I'm like, and then of course when you go by a truck, it's like throwing water at you even more. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. But I got there.
Have you ever driven in a blizzard?
Like snow?
Hmm.
I'm sure I have. Over because I lived where it snowed a lot. So maybe.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes hard rain is worse than a
I think so.
blizzard, but I guess the blizzard like obscures the ground in front
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah. I remember driving home when it was snowing from Atlanta to Athens from a bar in like Atlanta, or maybe it was work, I don't know. But it was scary because no one can knows how to drive in snow, even like little bits, and they were going crazy. But as soon as I got to Waco, a little past Waco, maybe, the skies turned blue.
Oh, that's a sign.
Not a bit of rain. And so I get here, and of course, like this is what I always do because I hadn't seen this place before I moved in, like in person. I opened my door and I was like, this place is gross. Is this really where I'm living? I
Oh
don't,
no.
yeah, I do this with everything I buy, everything. I'm like, why did I buy that? That's so ugly. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like it. But it's just a
Hmm.
bare apartment, right? Like bare apartments don't look all that exciting. And then I went to the bathroom, went to go look into the bathroom. And I probably did have to pee at that point too, to be honest with you. So maybe I went to the bathroom. But one of the reasons I got the bigger apartment,
These are the details that were all
I know,
really like,
I peed
how long was
and
the pee?
eh,
Just
it
kidding.
wasn't,
Just kidding.
it wasn't quite a long enough of holding my pee to get to pee-gasm.
Gotcha.
But one of the things that one of the selling points was that it had a tub and then
Hmm.
a walk-in shower. Did I ever inquire if there was a walk-in shower? No. Did
No.
I ever, was it ever told that it has a walk-in shower?
I mean, did you only look at this place online or did you check it out?
No, I only looked online. I'd never been here. And I only saw the schematics and I just saw this thing that went like boop, boop, boop next to the tub. It didn't have a little shower
Hmm.
head. It had nothing that said it looked like a shower. I just assumed, what else would it be right there? What are
Right.
the dimensions? I didn't look at the dimensions. I don't know what dimensions mean. You could give me any dimensions. I have no idea. That could be an entire apartment. That could be where I'm sitting right now. It doesn't
You
make
just, you started that sentence by saying, I looked at the schematics. And then you're like, I have no idea what dimensions are. And I feel like those are all interconnected things.
they are, but like the apartment, it shows you like the blueprint.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
looking at, but I assumed there was a tub and a walk-in shower. I
Gotcha.
was so excited for my walk-in shower. I walk in the bathroom. It's just this little alcove in the bathroom.
Oh
There's
no.
nothing there. I about cried. I'm like, fucking damn it. I'm paying all this money. I hate my apartment. There's no shower. And then and then I looked around. I'm like, my bathroom is humongous. This
Well,
is,
that's,
and it's a low tub. So my last tub was like one of those, like the side was really high, so it felt really tubby. This is a
yeah.
lower tub, so it's better. But this place is beautiful. I've double the space.
Yeah.
I'm all set up. I mean, I still need a little bit of furniture, but it's gonna have to wait because I've been spending money. Like I bought myself a treat and I got
Oh,
an OLED TV, an OLED.
fancy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I got a sound bar. That was my splurge. I'm gonna have to start prostituting to pay it off, but it was 2 years, no interest.
There you go.
So,
Yeah, I recently bought a TV for the bingo night at the school,
mhm.
and they're much more expensive. Like
Yeah,
just really, they really quickly kind of doubled in price.
yes, they did. And I decided not to buy from Amazon. I went to Best Buy and blah, 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 blah.
This podcast is brought to you by Best Buy, not
It is.
Amazon.
Yes, Best Buy, Amazon, and Wayfair. That's where my other stuff get. Give me some money, please. Um, but I'm like, and then but when I drove in, when you drive in down this little road, it goes down this little like one-way street and ish, and a a water fountain, not like a water fountain like you drink from, but like in a lake water fountain kind of
That's
kind.
just a fountain.
Water feature. It's just a fountain. Okay. There's
Hmm.
there's a fountain, and that's where the river walk starts. And then it's beautiful. You walk down, it's so cute and pretty. And there's ducks and geese, and there's like
This is
bridges.
this is close to where you live?
This is like right outside my apartment building.
No way. That's
Mhm.
cool.
And my friend lives on the opposite end of the river walk, which is not very long. Yeah, I went to the farmer's market right off it the other day. And so it's beautiful. There's this old church redone. There's a little like venue place. And that area where there's like the cool stuff to hang out, they need to like put some more money into it. Like so people come down there because it is a little off the beaten path, right? Like, is it beat end path or beaten path?
Beaten, beaten.
Okay. I think I always say beat end path. Um, but so sometimes I wake up and I can hear ducks.
Wow. maybe you are wiser, but I don't remember you. Um, giving such detail about your last place. I don't think you had much to say about it.
No, no. It was, oh, since I've been gone, since
Oh,
you've been
man,
gone.
Kelly Clarkson, is she having a moment right now? I feel like I keep hearing her pop up in like everything.
Maybe. I
Okay.
feel like I've been a little out of the- There have been,
Keep an eye out.
I will, because you know I'm all things pop culture. Hudda and Luis broke up. For you Love Island people, I don't like Hudda, and I don't understand her why people like her. But anyway, um, since I've been gone, there have been two shelter in places in my area in Austin. One was my building, like right at my building, for armed suspects. One was going on a shooting spree.
Nice.
So yeah. Um, but oh, so then there's like this little church, like I said, like the venue area, there's restaurants, but they need to like bring more life there, like to get people to go there. Cause I think it's like, you know, it's kind of small. It's growing. This area is growing a lot too.
No, I get that.
So, but the Canadian geese had babies.
Ew. I mean, cool.
No, it was right. I mean, they are kind of, they're cute to look at, but Canadian geese are fuckers.
Hmm. They're nasty.
Yes. So I went for a walk the other day and I was walking down the road. I was,
You're doing this.
I was walking down the river walk and I was exploring different areas. And there's these, like I said, cute bridges. There's an old church. There's like little waterfalls and little things. And it's just so cute.
Hmm.
And all of a sudden I look and there's like three geese families with their babies from where I was, from the sidewalk to the road. And I see two people on the other side, and we're both like stopped in our tracks, like, what the fuck do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Because you know, I don't want to get too close. I don't want to get goosed in the eye, like like Jesse did on Gilmore Girls.
Oh, very good reference. I'm the audience for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been wanting to mention that for some reason forever. Um, But yeah, I wanted to, so the geese finally walk across the street and I'm like, but some stayed behind. I'm like, okay, this is my time. And the woman on the other side, she starts walking and then she just goes, nope, and goes back all the way.
That's funny. I often, when I first got into like making silly videos, like 10 or maybe 15 years ago, I always thought it would be really awesome to make a video of like geese crossing a sidewalk and then some dude on a skateboard like doing a skateboard flip jump over the line of geese because that's so hardcore.
Yeah.
Because if you mess it up, you just ruin a family of geese.
And the big goose would kill you.
Right. And somehow doing that is is something that like people don't cross lines of geese. It's like a superstition or
Yeah, I don't know. People really don't like, yeah,
like we don't no one will walk through it.
no,
You just wait for it to pass. Like I've seen cars stop waiting for geese to
yeah,
cross and I guess they won't run out of the way, maybe if
I don't
you
know. They'll just attack you.
you definitely don't want to plow over a family of geese and kill all of them because that would be you'd have that on your conscience for a while.
Right. Yeah.
But the fact that people won't just like step over a line of geese
No. Yeah, they'll kill you. I'm telling you.
is that really what happens?
I don't
I
know, but I
mean,
know Canadian geese are mean. They will attack you. I don't know if they'll kill you. I mean, again,
so
Jesse
we
got
don't
goosed in the
we
eye.
so we don't do it for a reason. I thought it was just like
I don't know.
some old-fashioned like
Like superstition.
like yeah, black cat crossing your
Would
path
you,
type of
okay, what
thing.
if it was ducks? What if it was a row of ducks? Would you,
Any row of any row of birds, you just
yeah, but birds are weird, man. They will. They can poke you in the eye and take your eye out.
you've seen the movie with the killer birds.
Birds.
It's called Birds, right? Um yeah, I've always wondered like what it is, but maybe it's just that geese will actually kill you. Maybe it's some old farm logic. Some old farm boy somewhere was like, "Hey, don't cross that line of geese or it'll."
Yeah.
Mess you up.
Yeah, I think it's something. But I've gone out, I've met up with my friend, well, my friend who lives here. We've seen each other a few times. I met up with somebody for coffee already. We have brunch on Sunday. Um, I was going to say, so, oh, but listen to this story. So, I live by myself. I'm in a new place. And this is when but the guy who originally said he was going to move me, I said, like, I have it covered. So, like, okay, maybe he is not that way, but he was supposed to come and put together furniture for me.
Uh-huh.
Call him, day of the move, phone disconnected.
Oh, wow.
Dave called me back and said he was having finally, eventually. Like I'd emailed him and then he emailed back and said, I didn't get your email, but I knew you. No, he said, I knew you're moving. I'm like, I sent you an email. He goes, I didn't get it. I'm like, yeah, you did. You're just whatever. But he came and he came twice and he put up pictures. He put together, me and my friend put together my ginger couch.
Oh, I like that color.
Thank
Gingerbread?
you. Yes. So, and then he put together two tables, put up two pictures, got my TV set up, my TV stand, put together my bed.
Uh, and this is just a friend or
It's somebody I did some work for and he owed me some money.
weird, but cool.
And
I was thinking,
he happened to have moved to Dallas. So he was here. He was living in the Midwest before that.
I feel like I want to get into that, like not assembling things for myself.
Oh my God, I
And
hate.
you have to start by getting people to owe you favors.
Yes, I agree. You want to hear something really funny?
That's such a low, that's such a low impact favor too. It's like, oh, the favor is just building your furniture.
Well,
Got
he owed
it.
me some money, so I took off part of his bill, but I have something really funny to tell you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Years ago, I had this, it was during COVID. This guy came over. I'm going to have to actually confirm this friend request just to see if he reaches out. This guy, we had been talking. It was like, I can't remember when during COVID, but it was at some time during COVID. And I'd been met this guy in line and I kept putting him off to like go on a date. And then I finally said, okay, come over. We'll like, can hang out because there was nowhere to go. And it was, if you go back in time, actually listen to our episodes, it wasn't the episode called Dick to Die For. That was actually a really hot guy who was a former professional something and different guy. But he drove up in like an old Cadillac and I was like, ooh, this guy did. Um, and then he was just weird and it was just a weird night. And then he was doing a shopping list on his phone when he showed up. And then he called his mom and his brother. Bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. He wasted my time. I was such a dick to him too afterwards. I called him and cussed him out a few times. And I called him rapey. Um, but I Venmoed him. I Venmo requested him for wasting my time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He just friend requested me
On Venmo?
on Facebook.
Neat.
I feel like I have to say yes and confirm it to see what he says.
Huh. Yeah. I'm trying to remember that episode, and I won't be able to.
Yeah, Dick to
But
Die For was the guy who was 7'2".
it's the Dick to Die For era. But yeah, I think that's a weird situation that you were so mean to him.
I
And
wasn't
yet
mean to him.
you said you were mean, not Dick
Oh,
to Die For.
later. I said something about like it wasn't mean, but I was basically is like, is that the behavior you want your boys to emulate?
I thought you said that you cussed him out and you
No, I cussed him out later after the date when he tried to talk to me again. Like after this whole thing happened, he came
I
in and tried to like
I
this.
was just using your words. You said you were
Okay,
mean to him, so that's what
I
I
meant
was. Re
later. I'm sorry. Let me
uh,
jump back. I was nice to him. He came in my house and he's like, "It's a little warm in here." I'm like, "Oh well, I tend to keep my house a little warm. I can turn down the air if you want, whatever."
hmm
And he's like, "No, no, it's okay, but I'm like kind of more comfortable if I'm just in my boxers." And I'm like, "No,
hmm
dude, I don't know you, and you're just about to strip down." And he's like, "It's not like I'm gonna try anything. I just, I'm just more comfortable hanging out in my boxers."
Um, so he wants to be your Facebook friend, which is the lowest rung of friendship, I would imagine. lower than
I know,
following someone on Instagram.
but afterwards, so I Venmoed him afterwards, didn't say anything to him because he ended up leaving. And I'm like, dude, you were weird. And then you were talking to your family and like barely talking to me and then trying to hook up with me. And then I think I did end up hooking up with him just because I was bored. Um, and so, yeah, I Venmo requested him. And did I get any money from him? No. Did I feel, I did talk about it at some point, definitely in the past, because I did Venmo request him. Do I think that was the best thing ever, Venmo requesting him for wasting my time? Yes. Did I feel good about calling him out and saying like, and also like if you had a daughter, what would you, if you're someone treated your daughter like that, So it was later. It was
Well, I,
later. He tried to I think he blocked me for a little bit and then called me and I'm like, "Ugh," and that was during like the high point of COVID when I was probably having a little too much fun and
well, you always come to me for my like clairvoyant and measured responses to these things, and I think what you need to do is send him another Venmo request and be like, "This one is if you want me to be friends with you
I,
on
I
Facebook." And
don't
it could
have
be like a lower amount, like
I
$10,
don't have his
I'd
number
say.
anymore, so I don't think I could find him on Venmo.
I feel like that's a $10 request
Yeah,
though.
but I can't find. I don't think I have my Venmo. I'm pretty sure I blocked him everywhere or just like deleted everything. But I
Yeah.
just this is where my
Cash App?
curiosity this is where my curiosity gets the best of me. I just want to confirm it.
Confirm
His
that.
friend request.
Oh, well,
Is that him? Now let me just make sure.
it's gonna be somebody else.
No, he's from the Atlanta area.
I wish I had a Facebook because then I could be your partner in crime and I
That's
could
totally him. He went to Clemson. Yep, totally him. Oh my God,
did you accept his request?
not yet. About to.
What for? Like, what do you hope to get out of it?
Um,
Because closure is not the word I would look
no,
for.
I don't want any closure. I just want to see if he reaches out and why. Which he could anyway.
Like, is
Um,
your Facebook private? Can't anybody send anybody messages?
yeah, but I did lock mine down a little more, so he can't really see what I've been up to.
Hmm,
I'm just gonna confirm it.
okay.
Because this is what I do. I did that with somebody else, that guy that got super weird and like trying to sext
I
me.
mean, you give it away for free, Rachel, and they're not gonna they're
I
not gonna respond to those Venmo requests. They're just gonna not take them seriously.
I don't. I will Venmo once if he reaches out and I'm just gonna let him reach out. I'm gonna give him the opportunity to reach out and see what he says, and then I'll Venmo request him for my time. If I can come out, if I can find him. Um, yeah. So that was that. I had to get new phone service. Well,
Why? Like a
so
new cell phone plan?
yeah, so I was here for a week. My phone was good. Everything was good. Everything's working. My internet, like I didn't have to do anything. I just plugged in the box and I was like automatically knew I was here. And then dun dun dun. So finally the guy who was supposed to put together my furniture who disappeared was coming on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And I wake up. Now I was talking to my friend and then I go back and I pick up my phone and it just says searching. Searching. Like it couldn't find
Mm.
a mobile network. And I'm like, what the fuck? I try and do all these things. So I run to T-Mobile. I actually got in my car, but it sounds better. I run to T-Mobile. Miles. I got it
No,
like
yeah, I run, don't walk.
a And I told them, I'm like, this is so weird. And they were trying to say it's my phone. I'm like, it's not my phone. I don't think it's my phone, but okay, I think it's something going on here. So they update my SIM card. I call my friend, it's working. I talk to her the whole ride home. I come home for a little bit. It's working. We're talking. We're having a good old conversation. We're having a really fun conversation, right? Hang up. And then I'm like, oh, I'll use my hotspot so I can watch some TV. Cause I'm like, I can't suddenly watch TV because now either. But I'm like, oh, no. That wasn't it. I'm sorry. That was backwards. Then all of a sudden my internet goes out.
Oh, like your
My
your
my my tower stops
the one
working.
that you plugged in and it all worked
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it was working for a week. Fine. That went out. So I go back to T-Mobile. As soon as I pull in, my phone starts working again. Mind you, I don't live here. I mean, I live
Yeah.
here now, but I'm like, I had to like figure these things out, like how to get places and stuff, like thankfully I like my offline maps worked and whatever, my maps in my car worked, but
We
sort
all
of.
remember the two phone tablet watch ordeal.
Yep, exactly. See, thank you for bringing that back. So I go back to T-Mobile, and this guy, I'm telling him like it's not my. I'm like everything was working. I think it's kind of weird that both my phone and my internet went out at the same time. Within times of each other. Nope, no outage in your area. It's got to be your antenna's not working in your phone. I'm like, well, that's weird because it's working right now. And then this other guy comes in, and apparently he lives in a he I don't know if he lived in a townhouse, but he lives like somewhere right here. His was doing the same thing. And I'm like, our phones are doing the same thing. And he's like, they're both like, both the guys are like, coincidence. No, not a coincidence. They're like, well, you just moved here. His has been, happening sometimes. I'm like, I just moved here. So yes, that coincidence, like context cues, people. They're both not working. They get it working again. It stops. I'm like, I'm not fucking going back. So they ordered me a new phone. The tablet, I could use my phone in the like clubhouse, like lounge area, because I could connect to the apartment's wireless or internet, whatever. And so I made sure like my dad knew where I was and my cousins. And I got in touch with this guy who was putting my furniture together. And anyone else that I wanted to know. I messaged Dubai and was like, hey, you probably won't hear from me for a while. But she
You
was probably
didn't message me.
I didn't. I'm sorry.
I need to know these things.
I'll message you next time. I'll put you on my list.
Next time your phone is out of service, yeah,
Yes.
please.
So it stopped again, and I called. They're like, "Well, they kept saying there's no outage in your area. There's no outage in your area." I'm like, "It's not my phone. My phone and my internet have both worked fine. How are they suddenly the same day both stop working? Why do they work in some places? Like, no." So I went to Verizon the next day, just or 2 days later. I can't remember, but I had to sleep with no TV. It was 2 days later. No
Oof,
TV, no internet, no phone. It was
that's
like dark
rough.
ages. Yeah, and I lived by myself. And I had telehealth clients ready to go on Monday. I'm like, I can't wait all for days for this.
Right.
I need to work. So anyway, I went to T-Mobile just to buy a hotspot.
Hmm.
I was going to do that for a couple days. And of course, they're like, the hotspot can be spotty, which is true. Hotspots aren't always like the best. And he's like, if you just get another tower from us, if it'll that'll be better internet. And it's not much more money than just getting a hotspot. So I'm like, okay. Then they're like, and actually, if you switch, you get a new phone, an upgrade.
Did they say it
Okay.
like kind of nerdy, like, well, actually, like that?
No, they were actually one was nerdy. He told me I thought he lived in my building, but turns out he lived in another complex. They thought I was going back and forth, like, nope, I'm not doing this. And I'm like, look, guys, if I come back, if this doesn't work, I'm coming back and I'm throwing fists. Just know, just be prepared.
Okay, bam.
So they were the nicest guys. And then there was this other guy that came over because he was asking, because he's like, you don't like change, do you? I'm like, I've had a lot of change recently. So like this was more than I can handle. And I just moved here. And I said, I work. He asked what I do. I said, I'm a therapist. And they were like, yeah, you need one. But they were asking what kind of therapy. And I said, what I do, I work a lot with men. And this other Verizon guy stops and starts listening. And I'm like, yeah, I work a lot with men and with couples and blah, 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 and sex therapy. And they're like, nope, you got some cards? So they haven't called me yet, but I did, yeah. So I was probably the highlight. I was gonna go back as a joke later that day and just walk, like throw the door open and be like, I'm back. And they'd be like, thank you.
It'd be an entirely different shift.
I
Like,
know, I know.
what did we do? Why are you hitting me?
Why are you
Um,
threatening me? And I got ended up in jail for like threatening the Verizon. So anyway, I ended up getting new phone service and I got a S26 Plus.
is that the best there is?
There's an S26 Ultra, but that one is one that has the pen thing that comes with it, and I hate those things.
Is the plus just like larger screen.
Yeah. It does a little more too, I think, but it is a larger screen. I like a larger screen. The other one was just a little too small. But it's purple.
Ooh, I like that color. That's
And
cool.
you could see my TV in it a little bit.
Oh yeah, your brand new TV.
Yeah.
Um, that reminded me of a story. This one guy was supposed to, I don't know, like a couple of, I was doing something and we were relying on this one guy, and he wasn't picking up his phone. And
Mm.
then later he got there like way later than we wanted him. And he said all of Verizon was down. He said, I couldn't get your call. Nobody with Verizon could get your call. All of Verizon was down. And I was like, I have Verizon. I was like, I like made several calls to other people. But I guess I'm not the type of person to call somebody out for a lie that's that magnitude.
Mm,
Or maybe he believed that all of Verizon was down.
maybe.
Like if my phone doesn't work, then the entire world's phones don't work.
That's what I like to think because let's see. Did Homeboy
It's a wonderful way to be.
It is. Let's see if Homeboy messaged me yet. I just said Homeboy.
This is your new best internet friend.
No, he didn't message me yet. No, my new. Damn it. Oh well. Um, I'll keep you posted on that. So yeah, it's quiet. It's obviously much quieter here. Oh, and by the way, my town, my community
Hmm.
was just in one of those polls of, best things, best place, number three best place to live in the country.
The third best place to live in America?
Yep, on one poll.
Somewhere in Texas, close to
And
Dallas-ish.
yeah, and guess what? It came out after I moved here. Is that a
Oh,
coincidence?
are
I
you a
think so.
tastemaker? I think you are.
I think so. And so, yeah, I've been like tooling around, going shopping. I've been to every single grocery store, I think. I can walk to Market Street, but then I've been to Whole Foods a whole bunch. And then I go to Kroger,
Whole
Back on the
Foods.
Kroger.
You got upgraded.
Yep,
Um, well, that's cool. Moving usually sounds like a bummer, but like I said, it seems like you've had a really good experience this time.
I
And
did.
that's pretty neat because that's not always the case with moves. Like a lot
Oh,
of times you get somewhere and you're like, this is my same old life, just in a new location.
I did think that for a minute, like on I forget what day of the week it was, but I'm like, I have not gotten out of bed. Like, but I did. That's not true. I joined well, I'm doing an intro special at a Pilates place. So I'm like, I did go to Pilates that morning. I'm like, I'm not doing anything today. But I was like, I just worked so much. I just moved recently. I'm exhausted. It's okay because I have been going out adventuring. And I reached out to a couple. I have to actually reach back out to him. I've reached out to a high school friend that's nearby and a college
Mhm.
friend. Um, I have been trying to meet people in Pilates. Like, actually, I had a bad experience with one of the women in my Pilates class. So now we're enemies. I don't know if she knows we're enemies, but we're enemies. And
Is it sports related?
no, so I go to the new Pilates place and the owner who wasn't there that day. Like usually she's there, a lot of times she's there for new clients and like, we'll get you all set up and talk to you. And there was a sub for the class too.
Oh, wow.
Small class. And where I was doing Pilates in Austin, it was a boutique studio. So she put the ball out for everybody and put a towel on everybody's reformer and, got
Yeah,
set
I
up.
remember
Right.
that.
Right. So I just assumed that's what people do in Pilates world. The teacher sets it up for you for the next class. I didn't look around. I just happened to see there was a ball on a reformer, and the teacher goes, "Oh, sit anywhere." Nobody was sitting at that point or take any reformer. Nobody was on a reformer. Nobody's hands, feet, butt, boob, face, nothing was on a reformer. Everybody was standing up talking. And so I picked this reformer, and this reformer, I sit down just to like get comfortable and like start stretching. She goes, "I'm already sitting there." Like there's a nice way to say, be like, "Oh, sorry, that's my spot. I'm already sitting there." And she looks like, okay, sorry, I'm going to be judgy. I would say
I can't wait for this.
A mix between Oglethorpe and Madison County.
Oh, oh, interesting. That's not what I was expecting. I was
Okay.
expecting a celebrity look-alike.
No. No.
Um, okay. I can see
Um,
that.
and and then I was in, have I been in two more classes with her or just one? Maybe just one, but she won't even like look in my direction. So I purposely, because now we're at war. We're at war, right? I ended up sitting next to her in the first class. She wouldn't say anything to me. Other people were like, introducing themselves because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm new here. I just moved here. She won't, fuck you, bitch. So next class, I sat in front of her. So she'd have to look at me the whole time. Because,
Wow.
yeah. And the next class I was in with her. And then it's after class and people are chit chatty. I don't know anybody. So, like, I'm just, kind of walking out. And then I had my hair up. I'm in the front and I took my hair down. And this woman goes, "Oh my God, you have such incredible hair." Not the woman I'm in a fight with. This is the woman she usually talks to. She's like, who seems very nice. So I would like to be friends. She's like, your hair. And then everyone turns, are like, oh my God, you're right, your hair. And they're like, did you curl it? I'm like, no, this is me just doing nothing. I'm like, it's a lot. And they're like, oh my God, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm trying to just say thank you instead of, yeah, but my hair
Yeah.
is all over the place. And as they're talking about my hair and they're complimenting me, she walks by, gives me a weird look, and just walks out the door without saying bye to anyone. And she's the kind of person that stays and chats. So I think I have a nemesis.
Man. Yeah. You have some alpha Pilates energy that kind of it clashes with the leadership in Pilates, which I feel like is a little bit like alpha kind of machismo, but for women.
I do have some alpha energy. I think sometimes, I think like a guy. I think like a dude sometimes. I think.
Right.
Yeah, I
Y-
messed up their whole thing. I wasn't, and when I was like, sorry, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sitting in your space. I was like, oh, sorry. And then I sat down right
But
next.
that's the right kind of energy for Pilates. I think you do have to defeat it. You have to be like the conqueror of Pilates.
I'm
And
gonna be. I'm gonna fucking conquer it. And when I sat right in front of her, I was like laughing to myself. I'm like, I am being a bitch, but
mhm.
I'm gonna be. And not only did I sit in front of her, it was the reformer front and center. I never sit front and center, but I was like the middle reformer.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That sounds rough, but it sounds like you're living. You're
I am.
living your best life,
I am.
shaming shaming cold Pilates instructors into
It wasn't the instructor. It was a student.
the student told you that you took their
Yeah, I was
thing.
already sitting here. That's why I was sitting here.
I thought that was the
No,
instructor.
I'm sorry. It was the student.
Well, I like it. I think it's a little bit easier to digest as a student than it was as an
Yeah.
instructor.
No, but the next instructor that I really liked that I took two other ones since then, and I
Wait,
like
hold on. I'm gonna go back to the mean student. Was she fine?
good looking.
Oh yeah.
No, I told you she's a mix between Oglethorpe and Madison County.
Oh, God. Maybe that reference doesn't hit us. That reference just doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Think
Maybe she's
about
old. Is she old?
no. Think about not necessarily old. Okay, we're going into Walmart. Some kind of pattern weird cotton t-shirt that's a little bit too tight in spots, and she's not wasn't necessarily big, but a little bigger.
Hmm.
Helmety kind of hair, like she gets her hair done, but not really well. Um, country, Walmart country, Cracker
Walmart
Barrel,
Country Cracker Barrel. Okay. Just the type of person for you to have beef with, I think.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we'll see what happens. There might be a rumble in the jungle.
Maybe she's the most hated person in Pilates and
She talks to
you taking her down a notch is like good for everyone.
she talks to everybody, but I'm not sure they like her. I can't tell because she's so annoying. But I might be.
How could they? How could they
I
even like
might end
her?
up getting like put on a. I might end up getting a crown and being put on a pedestal there in this
You're
statue.
banishing her. You're yeah, you're
You know
taking
what?
her down a notch and it's
I'm
letting
gonna
everyone
be
else rise
I-
up.
and I'm gonna befriend one of the geese and bring it with me if she starts some shit.
Uh, I don't think that's a good idea.
All right, I'll take care of myself. I can. I'm scrappy. I'm
Letting
scrappy.
bringing geese to fight your battles.
Uh,
What will they say?
I guess that's true. I'm scrappy. I'll find my own battle. Um, so I'll keep you posted on that. But anything going on with you that we didn't get to talk about?
No, I mean, I want to tell you my pool story, but I can save it for next time.
Yeah, save it for next time because I do have a client in a little bit.
And it's equally as catty as your Pilates story.
Okay, excellent. Yes, I want to hear all about it. So, hey, y'all, next episode, it's the pool story.
Yeah.
I'm excited. All right. Well, y'all, it was a pleasure being back. Sorry we've been gone for a few. Also, don't forget, it is May, and that means Masturbation May. Hey, y'all, take care of yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy some pleasure. Until next time, peace. Okay. Um, I need to export. What do we say? Episode
I
239? 250?
Oh, I have 250 something, right?
59. Episode 259. What are we going to call it?
Um, I kind of like the front and center reformer
Okay.
because thinking of that as a position in life is pretty philosophical in a way.
Okay. You got it. Front and center, 259. Um, I know your kids are going to be home this summer, so you just let me know. I mean, I'm working, but usually Mondays I don't work till 4. The other days, I don't work on Fridays. Um, 259.
That's what she said.
Okay, hopefully that's right. And then Thursdays, right now I have the time open and it just depends. Each week can be different.
Okay. Yeah, I don't plan on missing too many of these. We are doing some
Oh,
traveling this summer,
okay.
but I need a break from my kids, and I think if I just have headphones on, I might not do it from right here, but I can do it from other
Okay.
places.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. I'm gonna send this to you. Y'all have a great day. And again, Masturbation May, y'all don't forget to celebrate.
Go masturbate right now.
Go do it. That's a command. All right. And I'm gonna send this to you and thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for making time. That was fun.
No, thank you.